So we need to talk about what's happening in Washington right now because it kind of says a lot about who we are becoming as a country. Once again, our lawmakers are playing chicken over the funding for the Department of Homeland Security. And well, that's kind of pushing the federal government towards another partial shutdown. And the part that bothers me the most, and I believe should bother everyone, no matter what side you're on, is that when the government shuts down, every time the services that help regular people get paused or slowed down. Disaster response, processing for families, basic administrative functions. But the parts of the state that use force, well, those don't stop. The machinery of enforcement just keeps on moving. So the message that gets sent, whether they intend it or not, is that care is optional, but control is essential. That's not really a budgeting issue then. It's just like a moral issue. It tells you what our leaders prioritize when things get tense. Not stability for families, not continuing of support for communities, but making sure that the arm of the government that polices and punishes, well, that stays fully powered. And this is where I believe that we've completely lost the plot. In a healthy society, the first things you want to protect in a crisis are the things that keep people safe, fed, housed, and alive. I don't think you get to treat those things as negotiable while insisting that enforcement is non-negotiable. Because honestly, guys, that just flips the whole purpose of the government on its head. Government exists to serve the people of the country, not to remind people who's in charge. I believe we have normalized a system where the helping hand gets turned off, but the clenched fist always stays ready. We have trained ourselves to accept a government that values control over care. That is exactly how you slowly hollow out the moral center of a country. Not with one dramatic authoritarian moment that everyone keeps asking you to point to, but with a series of choices that quietly say, some people's needs are expendable, but power must always stay protected. If we're okay with that trade-off, then we should at least be honest about what we're choosing then.